Alright you guys, so I was sick for about a week and the only thing that got me feeling better was this thing right here. So I'm going to do a really quick review about this Crane humidifier that I found at Target. Alright guys, so this review is going to be about this humidifier. I know, right? Weird, different, right? But let me tell y'all something. I felt like I almost died last week. Like, seriously. So, when I get sick, I actually have nosebleeds. The air feels really dry. You know, it's wintertime. So, it's a lot of heat in the house. It wasn't a lot of moisture. Let's not forget, you guys, I've actually been living down in Florida for the last 4 to 5 years. So, the whole environment, let me see, 12, 7, yeah. I was living in Florida for about 5 years, so my pressure, my nose kind of got used to a particular type of environment. I would say 2 or 3 days before I started feeling better, I was like, look, please go get me a humidifier. My nose is dry and I think I'm gonna die. So that's basically what I had my husband go do. Alright guys, so this is the Crane Ultrasonic Cool Mist Humidifier, and like I said, it basically saved my life. So this comes in about 3 parts. You got the little funnel at the top. This is the part where you put the water in, and then of course you have the little bottom basin. Now this is actually connected to the cord, so you definitely want to be careful when dealing with water in this. It has an easy knob and it's basically a snap 1, 2, 3. So this is the nozzle in the base. You go ahead and take that. You want to fill it up with water. Don't fill it up too much to the top, but you definitely want to fill it up with cool water. Now if it's overflowing like this, no, you definitely don't want to do that. So you want to go ahead and pour out some of that water. Leave it maybe about an inch and a half from the top. Then you're going to go ahead and measure it up with the little bulb in the front nozzle, and that's how you can tell whether or not you got it on. Now snap it into place. Once you see those bubbles coming through, then you know you did something right. The knob is very easy to cut on. The big circles mean that it's high and the little circles mean that it's low. Once it start pumping out that air, y'all, you good to go. Crane Ultrasonic Cool Mist Humidifier. And when it says cool mist, it really is a cool mist. It's 360 degrees. So when they say 360, they're talking about this thingy right here, because it actually moves 360 degrees around. It said helps provide moisture for coughs, sinus irritation, and other effects caused by dry air. Look, I'm gonna just say this cures bloody noses. Y'all, the stuff was coming out my nose. Like, I'm like, am I gonna die today? Like, seriously. Like, I've had nosebleeds and then hurry up and knock your head back, put a little ice pack right there, that'll stop your nosebleeds. But this was just running. Then it would stop, and then I'll wake up in the morning. Now, some really great features about this Crane humidifier. See, I'll turn it sideways. This Crane humidifier is, it actually, okay, so it says it helps provide moisture for coughs and sinus. Basically, it helped me with my nose. It helped me from stop coughing too, because the air wasn't that dry. What I would do is, now you can't sit this on a floor. You have to sit this about 2 feet above the floor. So I just set it on one of like my metal chairs that I have, because I got a lot of chairs, like one of them card table chairs. So I set it on top of a chair that's about 1.5 feet, 2 feet off the floor, and I just set it on there, slid it right on up to my bed, and basically elevated my pillows, and I slept like a baby. I didn't cough in my sleep. My nose didn't run. It didn't bleed. It was perfect. Now, It says that it's supposed to 1 gallon, easy to fill. I'm reading the box, y'all. It says a tank capacity, easy to fill, 1 gallon tank, runs up to 24 hours. Now, you aren't supposed to really fill this up to the top, and I'm going to show you guys that in the video. So you're not supposed to fill this up to the top, but you're just supposed to kind of fill it. And I would say at least about an inch from the top, because when I tried to fill it up too much, it literally would not come on. And you know there's something wrong when this little bulb right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, there's a little bulb right here. When that bulb turns red, it means that either it's filled up too high or the water has ran out. This literally will run all the way to the water is super, super low. As long as water is in that little circle part where the bubbles come up, you good to go. It says auto off, auto shut off feature engages when the water tank is empty. So when this water tank is empty, let's just say you was running it for a long time, or if you was running it on high for a long time and it just cut off sooner than 24 hours, then it's just gonna cut off by itself, which is a really, really good feature, because when you're sick sometimes, you know, you could just be sleeping for hours and lose track of time. Another feature says it's whisper quiet, easy breathing for good night's sleep. Yes, that is a true. I give it 5 stars on that. You can't hear this at all. Like, even, let me turn it on. Like, you literally can't even hear it, and you can see. I love it, and it is a true miss, because even sitting on my seat for a long time, I didn't wake up with my bed wet. I didn't wake up with no sheets wet or anything like that. It's really moisture, so thin of a moisture that it really does like go in the air, and it doesn't make the surface wet. It says not to put it around wood or on a metal surface. I had it on a metal chair. It was 2 feet above. I made sure it wasn't no, like, I don't know, cords around or anything like that. But it really didn't moisture up or get anything soggy. So I give it that. I'm going to show you guys in the video. It's really easy to fill up. You just kind of turn it over, fill it up, put the lid on, bam. The only thing I don't like about this, once this bubbles up, that's water going down in the little pump. So there is a little bit of water sitting in here, and so you have to pour that water out. So that's the only thing. It gets kind of messy when you got to pour the water out the base. Then you have to refill this up and then try to put it right back on without, you know, it spilling. But it's really simple. Once you do it one or two times, you kind of become a pro at it. It says clean control, antimicrobial function, proven to help reduce mold and bacteria growth up to 99.6%. Now, I don't know about that. I can't prove that. All I know is the air feels better. I sleep better. My nose stopped bleeding, and I was feeling better, and I got over my cold within the next 24 hours after I got this humidifier. Y'all, they ain't paid me to say this. I'm just telling y'all what happened. Anyway, you guys, no filter required, tank capacity. It says it all right here. And let's see, crane, drop. It's cute because it actually looks like a teardrop. So I would say you can put it close to your bed. I didn't have any issues with it being close to my bed. It smells so good even right now. Now, what you can't do on here is you can't put any essential oils. You know, some people like the essential oils and spray. You can't pour any of that in here. You clean it off because water does get mold if you sit water in it. So if you are not using this, you want to make sure you pour all the water out, dry it out. You know, make sure you dry it, let it air dry, whatever, and dry with a towel, whatever, because that's what I did. But you also want to make sure that before you use it again, you want to rinse it out with a little bit of vinegar and water. You cannot sit this on a carpet, and you cannot sit this on a towel. That is a no-no. That was my really quick review of my Crane Ultrasonic Cool Mist humidifier.
Don't forget, you can follow me on all social media. The links are in the info box. And thank you for watching.